What if I told you that some of the state quarters you use every day could be worth a fortune? That's right. Among the 50 state quarters released, 20 of them are incredibly rare, with hidden minting errors, missing details, and unique varieties that have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Don't spend your change just yet. One of these quarters could make you rich.
The 1999 Georgia quarter radiates Southern elegance. Surrounded by sprigs of live oak, the state outline holds Georgia's proud emblem, a peach, symbol of hospitality and growth. Beneath it reads the state motto, wisdom, justice, moderation. Simple words, timeless ideals. The coin marked Georgia as the fourth in the state quarter series, yet its graceful balance and intricate detail make it unforgettable. For collectors, high-grade silver proofs shimmer with mirror brilliance, and rare die cracks along the state border can lift its value beyond $300. But this coin's beauty isn't just in rarity, it's in what it stands for, the resilience of a state rebuilt through faith and perseverance. The Georgia quarter captures more than design, it captures spirit, a blend of charm, tradition, and quiet strength that has ripened like its famous fruit. In your palm, it's not just a coin, it's the pride of the South, immortalized in silver. The 2015 Homestead Quarter is a heartfelt tribute to the American dream of self-reliance. Its design shows a pioneer's home, a water pump, and stalks of wheat, symbols of shelter, sustenance, and survival. It commemorates the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska, honoring those who braved the frontier through the Homestead Act of 1862. Collectors cherish this coin not only for its design but for its fascinating variety of die breaks, like the famous snow on the roof or leaky bucket errors, which can sell for hundreds. Silver proofs glisten like frosted glass, highlighting every fine line of the design. The Homestead Quarter reminds us that true wealth comes from hard work, land, and perseverance. It's a tribute to the families who carved their futures from the earth itself, one pump, one field, one dream at a time. Few state quarters are as instantly recognizable as Connecticut's. Released in 1999, its design features the legendary charter oak, the colossal tree that hid the state's royal charter from British authorities. Its twisting branches, etched with incredible detail, make it one of the most striking designs of the entire series. For collectors, certain early strikes with filled dies or extra metal near the date can be rare finds worth hundreds. But beyond its monetary value, the coin symbolizes defiance, independence, and endurance, qualities that have defined Connecticut for centuries. Each branch tells a story of freedom taking root. When you turn it in your hand, it feels alive, a coin that breathes history. It reminds us that even when storms rage, strong roots endure. The charter oak may have fallen long ago, but through this quarter, its spirit still stands, proud, unbroken, and priceless. The South Carolina quarter from 2000 proudly displays the palmetto tree, a crescent moon, and the state outline, a trio of symbols steeped in Southern pride and defiance. Known as the Palmetto State, its quarter commemorates South Carolina's key role in shaping the early nation. The palmetto represents Fort Moultrie's defense during the Revolution, when soft palmetto logs absorbed British cannon fire. But numismatists also value its subtleties. Some 2000D quarters reveal minor misalignments or weak strikes that collectors eagerly seek. Brilliant proof examples can surpass $250 in value. Every detail on this coin whispers history: the mockingbird in flight, the Carolina wren perched beside it, the beauty of magnolia blossoms. Together, they form a symphony of pride, nature, and resistance. Holding it feels like holding a fragment of the South itself, graceful, strong, and forever unyielding. The 2006 Nebraska quarter tells a story of courage and endless horizon. On its reverse, a covered wagon rolls past Chimney Rock, the iconic landmark that guided thousands of pioneers along the Oregon Trail. It's a tribute to resilience, to the men and women who risked everything for new beginnings. Every line of this coin echoes their spirit of endurance and hope. Collectors prize high-grade versions with sharp detail and cameo contrast, while certain Denver issues with die breaks or missing elements can fetch hundreds. The Nebraska quarter isn't just beautiful, it's cinematic, capturing the golden light of westward dreams frozen in metal. When you hold it, you hold the story of America on the move, wheels turning toward tomorrow, families chasing promise across the plains, and the courage to keep going when the horizon never ends. Adventure meets innovation on the 2004 Florida quarter. On its reverse, a Spanish galleon sails alongside a space shuttle, framed by palms and the endless Atlantic horizon, a perfect symbol of discovery, both past and future. Florida has always been America's gateway, from explorers who came seeking new worlds to astronauts who launched toward others. But collectors look even closer. Certain 2004 issues have rare dye chips near the shuttle or galleon, making them stand out. Flawless silver proofs gleam with tropical brilliance and can bring over $250 to the right buyer. The design reflects Florida's dual identity, history and progress, old maps and rocket smoke. It reminds us that exploration never ends, it just changes form. Hold this quarter, and you're touching centuries of curiosity, the courage of explorers who left the known behind and the dreamers who dared to touch the stars. The 1999 New Jersey quarter immortalizes one of the most daring acts in American history, George Washington crossing the icy Delaware River. The image captures determination under freezing skies, based on Emanuel Lewitz's iconic painting. It's more than art, it's the spirit of persistence and unity that turned despair into victory. This quarter was the third in the State Quarter series, and collectors adore it for its bold design and mirror-like proof editions. But hidden gems exist. Some 1999 quarters show subtle doubling on, crossing the Delaware, and pristine specimens graded MS 68 or higher can command well over $300. Each one is a tribute to courage under impossible odds. Holding this coin, you can almost feel the icy wind of that December night, hear the creak of oars, and sense the weight of a nation's hope resting on a handful of men, and one remarkable crossing that changed history forever. Maple trees, buckets, and mountain slopes, the 2001 Vermont quarter captures the serene beauty of the Green Mountains and the sweetness of maple syrup. Its design features Camel's Hump Peak in the background and a traditional sugar maple harvest in the foreground, paying tribute to Vermont's oldest industry and independent spirit. But here's the twist. Some Vermont quarters from the Philadelphia Mint show faint doubling in the inscriptions, turning a simple coin into a collectible treasure. In top mint state or proof condition, these can reach well beyond $200. Vermont's story goes deeper. Once an independent republic before joining the Union in 1791, it has always stood proudly on its own. This quarter mirrors that pride, rugged, quiet, enduring. When you flip one in your hand, you're holding the legacy of mountain winters, family farms, and the golden sweetness that flows from Vermont's maples, a symbol of resilience that's worth far more than its face value. Two locomotives meet head-to-head in a burst of steam. The 2007 Utah quarter captures the instant America became one. It marks the 1869 Golden Spike ceremony at Promontory Summit, where the nation's first transcontinental railroad united East and West. That tiny spike represented something huge, the connection of a divided country through iron and ambition. The coin's reverse glows with detail, showing the locomotive's smokestacks touching, symbolizing unity, speed, and progress. Collectors, however, also chase the thrill of errors, like double dies or weak strikes that make each coin unique. High-grade examples, especially those with deep mirror-like proof finishes, can reach values above $300. But beyond its market worth, the Utah quarter celebrates human achievement, the will to bridge mountains, deserts, and miles of doubt. When you hold it, you can almost hear the clang of hammers and the roar of the first train racing into the new American West.